Hello and welcome to another edition of the ABUGames.com feature match. I'm Derek Peterson.
And I'm Jim Greaves.
Of ABUGames.com. This week we have our F&M finals from October 5th, 2012. We have Jonathan on the left. He's playing Green, Black, White Reanimator, also called Junk Frites, as well as Casey, who's running Black, Green Zombies.
Yeah, both of these decks showed an appearance at the 5K that happened in Cincinnati this last weekend.
True, although the Frites deck that got the most talk was a little bit different. Jonathan is running 2 Craterhoof Behemoth main as opposed to 2 Griselbrand. So we do see him start off with the Isolated Chapel.
Yeah, these Reanimator decks play almost completely all non-basics.
Casey using the new Shockman from Return to Ravnica, taking 2 damage, and then we'll play a Gravecrawler before passing the turn. Looks like he's using the old Ravnica art on that.
Yeah, he's got the old Rob Alexander arts.
We do see a Mulch from Jonathan. It's calling from Innistrad. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. Take 1 land card, put it in your hand, put the rest in your graveyard. So we do see, looks like Arbor Elf, obviously, Avacyn's Pilgrim.
Yeah, there's a Lotleth Troll in there.
Yeah.
Or a Lotleth Troll.
LOL. See if Casey can get a good early start here. That'd be the best thing for him, as you do crack in for 2 with the Gravecrawler, sending Jonathan down to 18.
Yeah, it's best for these zombie decks to get as about as aggressive as possible.
Oh, looks like he's going to take 2 more off of Sign in Blood, drawing 2 cards.
So he draws a Woodland Cemetery and a Dregmangler.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a new card from Return to Ravnica.
So with Casey, he just wants to kind of swarm the board with zombies. Just get some small little guys in there, put a lot of damage through. Ooh, while we do see
A Centaur Healer.
Centaur Healer from Return to Ravnica when it enters the battlefield. Gain 3 life, put Jonathan up to 21 off that. And we do see the Cavern for Casey. I'm assuming he's going to name Zombie here.
Yeah, Zombie. I don't think he has any other creatures. Oh, he has a Vampire, Blood Artist, but it's a Singleton.
So looks like Casey just mulling over his thoughts here. Fortunately, the Centaur Healer is going to make the Gravecrawler pretty useless. He's going to drop Diregraf Ghoul. So he's going to enter battlefield, tap, just passes the turn.
He must have like a removal spell. I seen an Abrupt Decay in his hand.
Abrupt Decay in his hand.
I think I probably would just want to play that and kill the Centaur and got in for 2 more. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah. And if he did draw the Dread Mangler, it could have just traded with the Centaur.
Yeah.
We do see he also has Geralf's Messenger in hand, so...
Geralf's Messenger also probably would have been a solid play there.
Yeah.
I mean, he knows his deck better than all of us. He could be planning something. Let's see, so...
With Jonathan's deck, he can either go long and cast the big creatures. He runs Angel of Serenity. We do see there. Looks... What is he casting there? Hard time seeing. Oh, but end turn Abrupt Decay. Oh, it's Farseek. Farseek was the card he got there, so he's gonna ramp up a bit. So with his deck, he can either he's got enough cards like Mulch and Grisly Salvage. He can put guys in the graveyard, bring them back with Unburial Rites. But his deck has enough ramp and it has enough ways to stay alive long enough. He can just hard cast the big guys as well. Yeah. So we do see Casey crushing in here for 7, sending Jonathan down to 14.
Dregmangler is one of those real surprise cards. Will definitely catch you off guard.
He can, yeah. 3/3 haste for 3, scavenge for 5. Let's see, Jonathan's got a way to prevent some of the damage. Ooh,
Thragtusk.
Thragtusk. So he goes back up to 19, and he's got a 5/3. Definitely one of the cards I feel is going to be very prominent against the zombies deck. He gains you so much life, gives you 2 bodies with 3 toughness.
Yeah. The Thragtusk should say gain like 15 life, not just 5.
So Casey has to think about what he can do here. He's going to swing with the Dregmangler.
I mean, a trade is good for both of them. Casey gets value because he can scavenge it back, and Jonathan gets value because he gets a 3/3 after it dies.
Yeah, so they're just going to trade there. So Jonathan does get the 3/3 beast. in that situation, I feel like Casey kind of had to do that.
Yeah, he needs to get that guy off the board.
We do see Geralf's Messenger shocking Jonathan for 2, sending him to 17.
He didn't have his Cavern off that.
Yeah, if you're trying to, when you're tapping out your mana and you're going to leave mana open for next turn, you probably want to use Cavern because it's really only good for casting creatures. Can't get a look at Jonathan's hand here. Not sure what he's got. He's going to want to get another big play on here. If he lets Casey get too big of a board, he might not be able to survive long enough. But if he can get into something real good, let's see, he's tapping to 5 more again. I see he's got Township on the board, so that could be good. Ooh, he's got Unburial Rites the Thragtusk.
That seems like a great play.
Sends him up to 22. Even if you're not bringing back a huge guy, I mean, like, Thragtusk is a perfectly fine Unburial Rites target, especially against an aggressive deck like Zombies, because you're just getting so much more life and getting more bodies.
Yeah, it's definitely, trying to sustain against Zombies is definitely important.
So, one more Cavern.
Probably names Vampire. I see no reason not to.
I mean, with the introduction of like the shock lands, I feel like a lot of the color fixing has gotten. Like, if you look at just Casey's board right now, only one of his things can't tap for both colors, and that's the Swamp. So we do see another Dreg Mangler, and looks like he's going to crash in with the Mangler and the Messenger. So Jonathan, I think he's going to want to trade. Probably.
I would probably trade here if I was Jonathan. Oh, I don't know what's in his hand, but I'm assuming that he can go late.
Yeah, so he's just going to take 3, go back down to 19 off of the Messenger, and get another beast. So Jonathan's got 6 land right now. I'm trying to see. Looks like 2 of them can produce white. If he gets 1 more white source, he can hard cast the Angel of Serenity. He's 2 mana away from being able to cast Craterhoof Behemoth.
Yeah.
But we do Lotleth Troll.
Yeah, it's a really interesting deck. Jonathan's deck runs a lot of mana creatures.
And he's going to discard Angel of Serenity, the Lotleth Troll, with Unburial Rites in the graveyard.
It looks like he's just going to Unburial Rites here and wipe his board.
Does. So, Angel of Serenity, when it enters the battlefield, you can exile up to 3 other creature cards from the battlefield or graveyard. So, good against other Reanimator decks if you get it out first. But when it dies, it actually returns the creatures back to the hand, not to play, or the original source. So
it looks like he's just explaining to him what it does.
So it looks like he's going to exile the Messenger, I believe, and then the Gravecrawler.
Chooses not to exile the Diregraf Ghoul, I guess.
So it looks like he's going to crack in for 6 in case he didn't look like he had any block clear, so it just takes it going down to 10. And that's it. Casey was not feeling like he could handle with the Angel of Serenity, so he's going to pack it up. We'll be right back with Game 2 in just one moment.